Hi everyone, so this is my second attempt in trying to make this video. The first video was an absolute disaster because I just got too emotional about what I wanted to talk about today. So I am a little bit better now, so I'm gonna start. I want to start by saying that the Lord has started pressing things upon my spirit like He has never done before. The first time that I have felt the Lord press on my spirit was in 2021, August. I was walking to the bus stop in the morning and I felt this strange feeling that something was going to happen. And a couple of hours went by and everyone in my country received an emergency alert telling us that we're going to go into a lockdown. And this lockdown went into the next year. So, then the second time I have felt this pressing was like a couple of days ago or a week ago, somewhere around. Basically, it happened on the night before the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. And I remember I was just sitting in bed and I just had this strong feeling come upon me that something alarming would happen the next day. And of course, we all know what happened on that day. And then I got a dream. I got a nightmare, actually, but this nightmare was different than usual. I felt that there was importance to this dream that I should take note of. I don't get nightmares anymore. I haven't had for years and years. But this time I had a nightmare and it was an incredibly long dream. It was very detailed. There was lots going on. There were many people. And the part in my dream that stuck out was, I think, the part that I need to take important note of, because it might be significant for the future. I don't know. But what happened in that dream was I was in a building. I was in this like modern tall building, and I was in this room. It had massive wall, ceiling, floor to ceiling windows, big, broad, square, black framed windows that were staring out onto basically like a cityscape. And there were tall buildings everywhere. Everywhere where I looked, I could see like this massive like horizon of just tall buildings everywhere. And I looked out at these tall buildings and something happened. There was a massive terrorist attack. And these buildings were on fire. There were explosions. I couldn't believe what was happening, and I just remember in my dream, I was swearing. Now, I'm not one to swear in real life, but in my dream, I was swearing as each building was either exploding with fire or there was like... I couldn't believe how much was going on. What I saw in my dream paled to what happened in 9/11. Okay, let me just put it that way. I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. I just feel something of importance from that dream. And within the last 2 weeks, I have felt the most intense feeling of like, I can't describe it. It's like an intense feeling of something's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, something is on its way, something's gonna happen. And I cannot describe this kind of feeling other than saying that it's like a pressure within your gut. It's like a gut feeling pressure. It's like the Lord is telling me something is gonna happen, brace yourself, something is about to happen. I don't know what it is. I don't know if anything about the dream has got to do with it. But I'm telling you this now because I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the prophet Brandon, how he predicted the assassination on Donald Trump, and that there will be another one, and that Kamala will take over presidency from Joe Biden. So he is clearly a modern day prophet from the Lord, and he has mentioned things in his videos which I feel is somehow correlating to this pressure, this intense spiritual feeling, this overwhelming spiritual feeling that I have been carrying for the last 2 weeks. And just yesterday and today it's so strong. It is so strong. It is why I couldn't make my first video properly, because I was just in an emotional wreck. It was so heavy upon my spirit. It's so heavy. I don't know what is happening. I don't know why the Lord is making me feel this. Maybe it's to get this out. I don't know. But something big is on the way, and it may have something to do with what might happen during the Olympics. And because Brandon did mention things happening in Paris. He saw things in Paris, fire everywhere, buildings on fire. I literally just watched the video of him talking about that today. So I don't know if my dream has any correlation to what he saw, but that is what he saw. And oh, this is really, really interesting. I'm just looking at this coaster here that is on my table, and this is what I see. These, like, I don't even remember where these coasters come from. But the fact that there are these rings on the coaster, I mean, maybe that's just another sign, I don't know. But there's definitely something big on the way. If you may remember, I made a video, I don't know if it was last year or if it was the year before, talking about a new pandemic that is on the way, based on 2 dreams that was given to a girl who died of myocarditis, and the Lord brought her back to life, and a man who, I don't know, I don't remember if he had a dream or if it was a vision or something. I don't remember. I'll need to rewatch that video. But basically, in both of these 2 individuals' experiences, they both received word from the Lord that a new pandemic is on the way. and it's going to be much worse than COVID. And, for a while I started, kind of like, because I thought that would come, I thought that would happen last year. And then when nothing really happened, I was like, okay, well, maybe those dreams or experiences that those individuals experienced wasn't true. And so I was actually planning on removing that video, where I talk about their experiences, dreams about this new pandemic. But it wasn't until I came across Brandon's video where he talks about a new pandemic. And the things that he mentions in that video about this new pandemic correlates with the things that both of those speakers had in their experience. And what stood out for me was that both of these people, all three of them mentioned that this plague pandemic is going to be far worse than COVID. Okay. The second thing that stood out was the man in his dream said that when he saw this plague, this virus hit, he said Christians around the world will not be affected by this virus. And I found that specifically significant because Brandon said in his, let's say, download from the Lord, is he said that there will be Christians who are coated with like a golden glow. He said it's like a golden honey glow, that when this virus tries to attack them, this golden glow will destroy the virus, and they will go out healing people from this virus. He said that over 350 million people are going to perish from this new pandemic. He said that the people who get this virus, there is no cure. And I found that particularly interesting that this man from that dream literally said the same thing, that there will be people marked by God, from God. There will be people marked by God that will not be affected by this virus. And now I hear that Brandon says the exact same thing. So I'm thinking that, considering the amount of things that Brandon has talked about that have already come to pass just in a very short period of time, and the fact that I'm feeling this incredibly heavy feeling of something on the way. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just know that something is big. Perhaps it is relating to this dream that I had. But either way, we need to start preparing for whatever it is. We need to start focusing our attention on the Lord, because things are gonna rapidly start shifting, and I don't know how much time we have left. We just need to start shifting our mindsets on what is important, and we just need to stay prepared for whatever happens. So I don't know what will happen in Paris. Speaking of Paris, I just came across this account on Instagram where they posted something of a Hamas speaker talking about something that they're gonna do in Paris. And I just feel like a lot of things are starting to link. So may the Lord Jesus just protect everyone wherever they are, because I feel things are going to get really, really hectic really soon. And we're just going to have to keep our eyes focused on the Lord. I am busy sharing a lot of information on my Telegram. If you want to, I don't know, reach out or whatever, I did create a Telegram channel. It is linked in my Instagram description bio area. You can just click on that. So I have Instagram, TikTok, and Telegram. And I'm posting a lot of things that are happening. So if you want to follow that, you are more than welcome to. If you want to discuss things, please by all means do. It's just see what happens. But definitely the Lord is making a shift, and He has been pressing on my spirit like He has never done ever before. And I know that this is a significant, it's important, and whatever happens, we need to know that the Lord is in control. Our departure is not long from now.